woman would be someone who is comfortable in being herself, who finds fulfillment in what she does, whether she's someone in business or someone who's taking care of her home and her family. A leading woman is someone who is not afraid to make a difference, whether it's in her home or in the worldwide scale. She's not afraid to use her voice. That leading woman could be anybody, but it's that someone who has that light inside her, who's not afraid of her voice and being who she is.
Carissa Evangelista, welcome to Leading Women.
Thank you for having me, Angel.
And congratulations on your recent trade show in Paris, Premier Class.
Yes.
How did that go?
Very well. We're so blessed that Saitem and former Senator Lauren Legarda, now Congresswoman, supported us. We were a group that went to Paris, a group of Filipino brands, and we tried to show what we had to the whole world. So it's like the best of Philippine accessories.
Nice.
So what an honor just to be able to join. Paris is the center of fashion worldwide. All the fashion buyers of the world meet. They look for trends. They look for new items. For the launch of Beatriz in Paris, it really takes a village. We're very grateful that Bianca Monzon Cueva helped us with her agency, Agence Le Bon Mot, in manning our booth. It was very good, so we're very grateful.
And the feedback that you got from all those who were at the show.
Well, it's amazing. It's our third season to be there. It's been such a wonderful experience. The feedback has been wonderful. We started working with a French designer also for some of the patterns. So we have our Philippine local designers that we work with and our in-house designers here. And now we have a French designer, Lou Leynac, who's very known for her graphic work. So she has launched a new collection with us also there in Paris. It's important to have like a global kind of taste, because if you're going to be selling to a store abroad, you should know what kind of taste level that they have. One strength that we have is actually coloration, because we're Filipino.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because we're Filipino. Like, we love music, we love color, we love food.
Yes.
Yes. So it's like the happiness. It's like sharing our Filipino happiness worldwide.
Our culture, the Filipinos, what do we love when it comes to aesthetics, when it comes to accessories?
I think a fallacy on our part is it's always natural, it always has to be brown, and it has to be cream, when in fact there's an explosion of colors in our country, and we have to celebrate that. Being Filipino isn't just wearing a Maria Clara sleeves or the Filipino barong, but to embrace the color that we actually have. We need to rethink or reimagine how we envision our Filipino soul to be. There's like color, there's pattern, there's vibrancy, there's life. And it's not just brown or beige or cream.
It's like a deeper understanding
Yes.
of our culture because it
Yes.
goes down to the soul.
Yes,
It's not just
exactly.
on the surface. but
Exactly.
like the heritage
Yes.
deep down, deep within.
Yes. We need to be able to express ourselves more to show who we are. Not just think of a concept of what we should be.
Behind the brand, behind Beatriz, is a deeper understanding, a deeper meaning of what it's like to be Filipino.
Yes. Because you can only make things from the point of view of knowing where you're coming from. We use our banigs, our cotton thread, we use our natural materials. I spoke to an Italian designer, and he said that the greatest strength of the Filipinos is actually design, because they can use all sorts of things like little shells and odds and ends and then come up with something beautiful. So there's something that's an innate talent that we have of like creating something out of nothing, right? And not everyone has that, so we have to celebrate that.
And we celebrate Beatriz Accessories for being all over the world, for bringing to the world the creativity of the Filipino.
Yes.
Beatriz is your brand. It's the name
Yes.
of your daughter, actually.
Yes, she's Isabella Beatriz. I have another daughter named Gabrielle Francesca, and I have to start something else for her.
I was about to say, okay, maybe I have to start. So Beatriz, let's talk about Beatriz
Yes.
and how you started and how was it born?
Like many people, I've had a journey. I've been in a bank. I also did a lot of trading. So I sold to department stores, garment manufacturing for one of the resort labels also. And then somehow I had a challenge from Tita Josie. She said, what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to do something more? So I said, maybe it's time for me to create a brand. And I started looking at suppliers from the regions, mga artisans, what are we known for? And then it was a process. We started out with metal. So our first was metal, working with the artisans of Bulacan. And then we also started looking at leather, and we were looking at recycled plastic and recycled computer cables. We're doing all sorts of different, because it's a creative process to be able to get to where you are. Now we have like natural materials like banig and tikog also. Somehow we came across a community that started doing more work with the thread. And then that's how it started. We started showing it to a former buyer of sacks, because he was brought in by Josie Natori to cite
Who's your aunt?
Who's my aunt, yes.
Your dad's sister.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
is there that voice inside your head, well, her voice saying, taasan mo naman yung pangarap mo. And then, biglang you're looking for materials, and then someone from Saks came along.
Yes.
So, were you thinking na, okay, this is it. This is the dream I want. This is my pangarap. And I'm gonna tell Tita Josie na, hey, you know, I'm doing something.
I wanted to create something. But then, on the counterpart of that, aside from creating, it has to be a business. So she's been a great model to look at, because she's both creative and she was able to create a global thriving business. And I also look toward my mom, who's very matipid, and my lola, who's also matipid. So it's like, you should be able to balance being creative, like my dad's creative, but also have the financial savvy to know what it will take for your business to move forward. Because it's different if it's just a hobby and you just want to make things for pop-ups or small bazaars or have self-expression. But at the end of the day, I need to pay my people. And if I would like this business to grow and to join more trade shows and to have like brand extensions, like from the bags, for it to grow into other things also, it has to be a thriving business, because people depend already on me, and that's a very big responsibility.
Next, Carissa introduces us to some of her designs, coming up on Leading Women. Beatriz founder and designer Carissa Cruz Evangelista celebrates the Filipino spirit through her colorful bags and accessories. Carissa, it's time to meet the beautiful Beatriz.
Yes.
Your accessories, you have your bags, your earrings, your bangles. Please introduce us to the brand.
This is Beatriz Accessories, and we are known for our cotton thread that's done line by line. It's glued line by line on a hard surface. And we have different patterns and different colors and different shapes. We work with disadvantaged women outside of Metro Manila. And we also do some sampling here in our Pasig office. We have also a community in Pasig that we're working with also now. We try to make a difference in the lives of the women by giving them work. This one came out in the last premiere class. This was done by Lou Leynac, the patterns. She's a graphic designer that's based in Paris. We also have our normal chevron pattern, black and whites, for people that like black and white. This one was selected by Oprah as one of her favorites.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
the other side there.
So this is a clutch and can also be a strap.
Yes.
It comes
Yes,
with.
it also
this
comes with a
one.
strap. Yes. Or you can demo it with another bag.
Yes,
here.
please.
There.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. So as you can see, you can wear it also with a strap. You can wear it as a crossbody.
Okay, yeah. Oh, nice.
This is our new design that we launched in premiere class this year.
Does it have a name? Do you name your
This one,
bags?
our bags. We have Ellie, Elian, different bags also. But we name it according to the shape. So here's the information. So we work with our livelihood communities, and no pieces are actually exactly alike. So we also look for other communities that we can adapt for other types of techniques or this kind of technique.
So each bag comes with this card.
Yes.
There you go.
So it's something that's fun. It's something that
Yeah.
you can see you're wearing black now. So
Yeah,
it's just
all
like
black,
a pop
yeah.
of color dresses
Yeah.
up the outfit.
I notice you also have other materials that you work with.
Yes.
Like this one.
We also have
you know?
tikog that we work
Tikog?
with. Yeah, tikog. This is from summer. So we put it on our patterns.
And this is denim, no?
Yes,
Combined
on
with
denim. So it's
tikog.
fun. And then if you want like something that's fun, this is part of our collection. where we did poly art.
Okay. Is this the recent collection?
Yes,
So cute.
poly art. So we launched that in Capsule in New York.
Is the market in New York and the market in Paris, what do you notice? Do the buyers like?
US is very
Different.
centric, very US centric. Our emoji designs. So if you wanted to see,
okay, yeah.
It was part of a show window that was there in
I can keep the
New York.
box.
Yes,
Yeah,
emoji.
so cute.
So here, so you can have another emoji. So it's fun.
And this
See?
one is
Mother of Pearl.
Pearl.
Yeah, Mother of Pearl. So it was in a show window in New York. Story in New York. That was like a big
Such a-
fashion store there. So
such
it's
a fun
It's
piece.
fun. But then this is something that they didn't like in Europe. Each region has their particular nuances also. And I think in the Middle East, they're not particular for faces also. You learn things talking to the buyers. And that's how you end up making different collections that are suited to different places.
So here in the
Yes.
country,
Yes.
what do the buyers, what do the Filipinos gravitate towards? What designs?
The patterns, they like blues, they like pinks. Also, they like black and whites. A lot of them like black and whites.
Like this collection.
Yes, because they want something that's practical, that they feel that would fit all their outfits.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, and then
This one
a lot
looks
of them
like
like
an
red. Yeah.
Red also.
Yes, red.
This is nice.
Yeah, that's nice. This
It's a
one,
different shape.
this one was actually liked by people in the Middle East.
Okay. Why?
Oh, very well.
Any particular reason?
They like the color. Again, the color, and it would draw them in.
You have your bangles?
Yeah, we have bangles.
Bangles
So,
also?
when we originally launched, we had our matching bangles.
Matching
and
is nice.
Yeah, but
I think matching.
some people like matching, some people don't. So it's nice for merchandising for stores also. Some of the bangles sell very well. They buy like 50 bangles and then they sell it. And some people, they only like some stores, they only like the bags. So we have, in each of these patterns, there's a bangle.
So you have your earrings.
Yes, we have our earrings.
Multicolor.
So we launched this in the last Artifino. So we're starting with earrings, and then we're trying to think of like other applications. If maybe we can get into home, what kind of items will be.
So branching
making.
out also into accessories for the home is like an immediate goal.
That we'll see. You know, it depends if it's a good sampling.
Okay.
So again, one thing will lead to the next, and we need to see if it's going to be a good product.
Coming up, Carissa talks about making a mark on the international scene, including landing a spot on Oprah's list of favorite things. That's next on Leading Women. Designer Carissa Cruz Evangelista started Beatriz in 2015 and after a few years has expanded her business overseas, sharing her bags and accessories to different parts of the world. Has your goal changed from the time you started in 2015?
Yeah, for
Yes.
export.
Yes. Has it changed to now with all the experience, with all the exposure? Has that goal changed for Beatriz Accessories?
With us, well, it's been quite a journey. I just was happy to join the show. And then the first thing was, it's like I was down to my last 100,000 pesos without touching any savings for my kids. And I was thinking, okay, baka ito na yung huli. I'm gonna look for a formal job already kasi tapos na yung 1-year period yung nandun sa government. So I said, okay, ano gagawin ko? But at that time, we won the Katha for one of our designs. So I said,
Congratulations.
thank you. So I said, that was in 2015. So I said, what does this mean, Lord? Nanalo kami. So from there, we got enough confidence to join New York Now. There was a subsidy to join New York Now. We got stores there. And then, the second time we joined, we got Oprah.
Wow.
Kasi naglalakad.
And then?
Yeah, naglalakad. And then they said, so will you be able to produce at least 200 bags? It was October for delivery in November. And then, syempre, Pinay, best effort. Let's try. Staggered, pwede ba? So we tried. And then,
You also have in MoMA.
Yes, we have in MoMA. We also have at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, the Pompidou Museum in Paris. So it's like one step leads to the next. And you just have to trust your journey. Na somehow, if it's meant for you, it will happen. Pero try ka lang ng try. Kung binabato naman na yung ulo mo dun sa pader, then baka it's not meant for you. But you should veer off in another direction, but just keep trying. Because if it's a dream and it was put in you by God, then there should be a purpose to it. At the end of the day, it's important to be able to have endurance, to be able to endure. That's what I learned from my mom. Because if you have a goal and you want it bad enough, you should be willing to work for it.
Oprah.
Oprah,
And the
yes.
Museum of Modern Art.
Yes.
Have your pieces. Or
Yes.
she has your piece. And then you said, best effort. Diba,
Best effort,
Pinay? Like
yes.
what you've said. I'll quote yung Pinay, best effort gagawin
Best
ko.
effort.
How did it make you feel? Parang did it give you more adrenaline? Did it make you feel na, okay, I've made it? Or did it make you feel more humble? That, I have to live up to my goal?
The first thought I had was, sinabi ko kailangan gawin ko. Nakakahiya. I have to do this, okay? And it has to be of a particular export level also. Because we've experienced returns from Japan. I mean, if it's not the correct one, or if there's something that's off, bumabalik siya, and ayoko naman din malugi. So it's more of, since I committed, and it's been a dream, I trust the Lord that it's going to happen, and maybe the right people will come, and then they did. So it's a matter of faith. It's like, give us this day our daily bread. You only think for the day. Kung anong kaya mo, yan ang gawin mo, then you plan for the next day. Because the next day is never really promised.
Have you always thought this way? You being very positive and being very hopeful, prayerful when you started the business?
Life does that. Life tries you. And I'm very fortunate to have mentors in my family. I have my mom, I have my dad, my lola, Tita Josie. Like, I have the Vera Perez sisters, like sina Tita Marichu Maceda, who end up like telling me also, like, somehow it's so easy to fly away with different dreams in your head, but you have to be anchored in family. So I'm very blessed to have my Cruz, Vera Perez, and Evangelista family. So
You've shared with us the struggles and you've shared the situations you found yourself in. And I like that you said na parang, kaya ko yan, pinaya ko eh.
yeah, kaya ko yan, pinaya ko. Pinaya ko, babae ako. Kakayanin ko yan pag hindi ko kaya. Di ba?
Yeah. And it also translates to how your workers see the value of what you're doing.
Yes.
Because they have a leader who encourages them to strive and to do their best.
I highly encourage my girls because I realize that each of them may particular galing. For example, si Tin, magaling siyang dumaskarte, magaling din siya tumingin sa mga colors. Si Maylene, magaling naman siya anything that's handmade or papagawa, and then she'll also give me her feedback also kung tama o hindi. And then Rose, she's very dedicated to what she does, and she's very, very organized also. I'm grateful. There are friends who come in, and then there are also employees who come in because they have a stake in it. It's not just the money. I realize people just don't work for the money. People also work because it's part of them, and it's part of something that gives you meaning. I think in Japanese it's called ikigai, or in French it's raison d'être. So it's like your reason for being. So what gets you up in the morning? I think it's like if you keep working at it, and if it's a good product and you have a process, then the money will come. But you need to have faith and do the work.
The future for your brand, the future for, and the hope for your brand and other brands that want to start a business like this.
I believe, like what Tita Josie Notori said, like one step leads to the next. We will continue on with this. We'll see where it goes.
Thank you for sharing that light, the colors of how to celebrate the Filipina and show what the Filipina is all about to the rest of the world.
Yes, thank you.